What's going on, everybody? This your boy King Gabe in the house here, and hope everybody had a really good Mother's Day. Hope, like I said, as I'm recording this is actually May the 13th, the day after Mother's Day. Of course, y'all probably chances are it's probably gonna be a little bit later when you guys look at this on YouTube and everything. So yeah, but it is the 13th as I'm recording this. Had a really good Mother's Day myself. Well, technically I had to work on Mother's Day. That pretty much got off. Had to work late Mother's Day night. Had to be the closer, but I did get to spend some time with my mom as well as my grandmother. Both of them. The day before Mother's Day, yeah, because and some of y'all probably like, well, why didn't you just hang out with them before you went to work? Well, thing is, yeah, that chances they were more than since it was a Sunday, obviously they were at church, and for your ask, yeah, I was pretty much getting some rest, especially before going in for the night for the 1 to 9. So yeah, I was getting a little rest and sort of, take it, conserve my energy for work, just saying. But like I say, but yeah, I did go over there Saturday over at my grandmother's house. My mom, that's where my mom was over there, so we all got to be under one roof. Even had my grandpa there, and I know he excited about Father's Day next month. Him as well as my dad too. So they say they coming next month. Yeah, we the man. We coming next month. as Link Carr say, I am a man. So but yeah, but yesterday was the ladies. So that was that, and yeah, today it's early in the morning right now, but as soon as wifey comes home from work, because she's off, that's where she's at while I'm recording this, and about to take care of some other things after this video. We're gonna be visiting her, and say her mother. So yeah, a little belated Mother's Day on that end, but gotta do what you gotta do. Things happen, but at least, as they say, at least we're doing it. Anywho, so yeah, that's pretty much the Mother's Day on our end. Before I go into what we're really here for, take a moment to let you guys know to definitely like, share, subscribe. If you were in my position somewhat, and maybe you didn't get to maybe you had to work, or maybe wasn't able to do anything just yet. Well, I'm pretty sure you probably would be done it by now by the time this video's coming out, but just in case, because everybody got a different schedule, just make sure you do something with your mother. We get her something, go hang out with her, and like I say, pretty much do that anytime. Like I say, always, as I heard somebody say, as Medea say, give them the flowers while they here with you. That was some advice my dad gave me too. So yeah, definitely do that. Definitely do that. But yeah, one thing about Mother's Day, you make it extra special. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, but yeah, like, share, subscribe. Definitely get some of our available books, like the first Yumeko, and there's definitely something I gotta say about that in this video. We'll get to that. But yeah, definitely get a copy of that, as well as our other books that are available. And also, special thanks on any of these videos, and also definitely support us on that Patreon, just like your boy AJ the Supreme. And we got something to say about him as well. Yeah, we get to it. So yeah, we got something to say. Him say coming up in this video, as well as also check out his channel. Check out Casey's channel as well. Say for her, like I say, for the help, for what she does, supporting us and everything. Especially with the books and stuff. If I hadn't mentioned it before, yeah, she's not only supported us with the current books that that we've been talking about every time I say buy some of our books, but even books before then, like when I first started with the series Heroes of Dream way back, she's got a copy of every one of those books, and even was a part of it, because he got her character has been involved. So yeah, she's definitely been a full supporter from the very beginning of all this, and yeah, and also even when we first met each other back in summer school. So yeah, definitely check out her channel. Again, check out EJ the Supreme. Like I say, just like Casey, he's also supporting us there. So, and also our other people that are currently supporting us now, and have previously supported us before, and probably won't, and they probably will do it again at some point. When they can. Miss Phyllis Green, who I like to call Medulla. So shout out to her for sponsoring us there. We're still in the month of May. A real good month to give her a shout out. Being Mother's Day, Mother's Day and all that. Yeah, definitely she picked the best month to sponsor and get her shout out. She did that last year too. She did a sponsor last year in the same month, May. So Medulla for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to you as well. So and also yeah, I mean I know it's late, but also I did post on the day of Mother's Day, but I'm gonna say it again in this video. Happy belated Mother's Day, very belated, but hope y'all, like I say, happy Mother's Day to all of y'all mothers, grandmothers, great grandmothers, cause you're still mothers. And even those of y'all like, well, Gabe, I'm not a mother yet. I hadn't got there yet, but who knows? You're probably like a mother to somebody, like your nieces or your nephews, maybe your little cousins or something, or just maybe some little kids that you probably may have looked after or something, looked at you like a mother figure, or you probably or maybe one day you would definitely be a mother in the making. You never know. So never know what life will throw, but in some kind of way you're probably like a mother to somebody, so or will be. So happy Mother's Day to y'all too. And also a shout out to Keon Smith. As Keon Smith for his sponsorship. Like I say, still in the month of May, so he gets a shout out as well until this month is over. And also, like I say, y'all ever at the Kroger that we work at, because he works at both him and Miss Phyllis, they work at Kroger with me. He be over in the deli department. Whenever he's there, if he's working the deli that day, you're guaranteed to get some good buffalo wings. So yeah, go get you a taste, because Keon knows how to make some good buffalo wings, as well as chicken tenders. And also good chicken too. But that's what I eat the most of. I eat the most of the chicken tenders, the buffalo wing. Not as I have to kind of cut back on how I eat it, but it is good. Don't get me wrong. Only reason I hadn't eaten it as much as I have before, because I got to cut back. Kind of lose some of this. So yeah, but they are good. just don't overdo it, but get your taste. And also, speaking of a taste, my boy King, Mr. Arthur William, also known as the King of Turkey Legged Wings, for recently getting a copy of Yumeko, and also being a supporter of us as well, because he's sponsored us a while back. That's why we had that ad And I also went back and did a re-edit of it, kind of spiced it up a little bit. He's currently trying to work on some stuff with his place and everything, trying to trying to make it kind of spiff it up a little bit and everything. But hey, still, hey, you still got, we still support each other. He support us, and hey, we support him there. So that's why we put that ad up. And yeah, as you see in the video, yeah, you do know I eat there as well. So yeah, no, yeah, King's Turkey Leg and Barbecue. We open from Monday. I'm sorry, from Thursday to Sunday, from 11 to 11 days. Come on down. King love everybody. Everybody loves that King love. So yeah, definitely listen to that ad. It's on here, especially the updated one with a little jazz music. So yep. So yep. Shout out to all of them: Phyllis, Keon, King, EJ the Supreme, and Casey. So so now we got all that out the way. That took that was a quite. Yeah, y'all make me do quite a pretty lengthy intro, but hey, y'all worth it though. just pointing it out. I mean, I ain't complaining though. I just pointed it out. So now that you guys done got your shout outs, did you? So let's get into what we come here to talk about there. So first off, talking about Yumeko Book 1. Oh. So talking about this this book as of now, Yumeko 1. Let me bring it up here. Well, actually, let's see. I think I took a snapshot of it. Scroll down a little bit. Right here. So as of now, this book, last month. I think it was sometime last month in April. I think right after I had sold pretty much out of the copies I have, because I got to order. I will be ordering some more of these. I want to put it. So if y'all want to get y'all some, it's going to be a pre-order, because I will try to order some of these at some point after the 16th. After the 16th, after I take care of a few things, a few things that I need to take care of first. But it'll be after the 16th, anywhere between the 16th to the 23rd. No later than the 23rd, I should be able. I should be ordering something. When I do put the order in, I will definitely let you guys know as soon as I order more books to have on hand of Yumeko, the first book. Because I do, definitely put y'all in some orders for that there, so that way I can add you guys to the order. Because there's some other people that here locally too that I want to definitely get books of more people to get a copy of my book that I know. So yeah, definitely put y'all orders in so I can add y'all to my list. Yeah. So anyway, as of now, last month, I had put in a submission. I filled out a submission form to the Shreve Memorial Library to have this book, Yumeko, into the library. And they have, and as of I want to say, I think it was some point last week, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, the 8th or the 9th. But I called down there just sort of check on things. And they said my book was on the shelf at the David Raines branch. So that's here in Shreveport, the David Raines branch library. For those of y'all in the Shreveport area, that is over on, that's 2855 Dr. Martin Luther King. You know Martin Luther King, I have a dream. So yeah, 2855 Dr. Martin Luther King Drive, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71107. So that location is down the street from Southern University, on the opposite side of Southern. So yeah, like I say, Those of y'all in the Shreveport area, if y'all were going to, if you know what Southern University is, and you're coming from there, yeah, you would definitely from there you would just drive down the I guess left from Southern University. There's a school that you would pass by, of course. Pass by that school, and not too far down the right side, you will see the library. Matter of fact, it's even across it's right across the street from a church on Martin Luther King, Lake Bethlehem. I've been in Lake Bethlehem Church before. Matter of fact, when I was a kid, because we've had my old church, New Bethlehem, that I went to as a kid, that I got baptized there. We've been on program at Lake Bethlehem a few times. So, we've kind of gone around over there and a few other churches that we've sometimes been on program, but we definitely have visited Lake Bethlehem before. I have definitely, even as an adult, I have went over there both me and Christina went over there once along with her mother. Yeah, we went over there one time there. So and also I think we had a friend of ours. I don't know if she still goes there, but a friend of ours who actually was responsible for hooking the two of us up, sort of played matchmaker with me and Christina. She's a member over there, and she's hung out with us a few times, especially while we were while we were still in college and stuff. So one of our old college buddies. It's right across. So anybody that's in Shreveport, down the street from Southern University, right across the street from Lake Bethlehem on Martin Luther King Street, the David Raines Library. So so any of y'all wanna, you ain't got yourself a copy, but you're curious, you're curious about what Yumeko is about, but you want to check it out before you buy it, because hey, let's be for real. There's movies that come out. Just think if it was a new movie. This 90, and I hadn't really caught up on any new movies recently because of all that's been going on. To be honest, I got movies here that me and Christina are still trying to go through. We're trying to at the moment we're trying to go through the H2O Just Add Water series. We're at season 2 of that, along with some other stuff that we just want to look at for fun. We have been kind of out of the loop with the new stuff, just being honest. But just in general, a lot of y'all like to check out what's new in the movies, like what's coming out and stuff like that. Like that new Transformers 1 movie. You want to see, a lot of time, I want to see it, but I don't want to, pay for it just yet until I know what's all in the movie. A lot of time, you'll wait for it to come to Redbox or either Netflix and see it on there. And that way you'll be able to stream it or rent it or something like that. And then you'll be like, okay, I like this. I'm going to buy it now. So, now you can do that with Yumeko. With Yumeko. Yumeko Novel 1, David Raines Library. You can go there and check it out, read it and everything, and like the adventure that's starting off in there, and then I like this, and definitely want you doing everything. And my information to contact me is in the book. There we go. My information to contact is in the book on one of the last pages there. Got my number as well as my email address. I actually got 2 email addresses, but it got just one of them. But I do check both email addresses. Matter of fact, the email address that's in the book is the one that I check the most because it's directly on my phone. So a lot of time I send a lot of stuff to this email address, which is miraclecomics6776@gmail.com. So I check that one more so. And a lot of time if I get sometimes like if I have to try to bring something up on my laptop, I'll forward it to the other email address in order to bring it up on my lab. Like if it's like the form I had to fill out to get this book in the library. So yeah, so there's that. And now there is my YouTube channel listed in the information. It's actually a link to the old YouTube channel, Miracle Comics. It is still active though. Don't get me wrong, it's still active. But yeah, it's the old one. But like I say, you can still get to Miracle Universe. Pretty much putting in Miracle Universe. If you're not able to bring it, because there should be a. If you go to Miracle Comics YouTube channel, I think under the community there should be a video that talks about my new YouTube channel, as well as a post in the community post under that channel. But yeah, if you don't want, if you're not able to, if you're not getting it up right away, getting to Miracle Universe, yeah, that's at least you got my email address as well as my phone number. Shoot me an email or a text message. Hey Gabe, how do I get to your new YouTube channel? And I'll send it to you. And also the Patreon link is in the information, so you can definitely get, so you have no problem getting to that. Like I say, so yeah. But like I say, if you need help getting to the new YouTube channel, you can definitely shoot me a text or an email. So I do got that in there. And as well as also order yourself a copy of Yumeko. Like, hey Gabe, I read your book in the library and I want to get a copy. So, yep, do that. And some of y'all in the Shreveport area, some of y'all may not, depending on depending on what area of Shreveport you live in. Where I'm at, I'm kind of a little bit of a distance away from David Rain. Because the last time I went out that way to Martin Luther King Drive. Last time I went out that far was when I actually did go to Southern University, and also not only went there, but also before Christina and I got married, because that's where she lived. She lived out that way, and I met her at Southern. So yeah, when we were dating, I had to go out that way to pick her up for dates. So until we got married, and so now as Martin and Martin Lawrence say about Gina, what about all them love letters we used to write to each other? Well, they worked, I mean, you here, I'm here, we all together like, hey, da, 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 da. So yeah, we here now. So yeah, but that was the last time I've been out that way when we were dating. Yeah, so yeah, just say you're like me, you're kind of a little distance away from that area, and you're like, well, I want to drive out to no David Rain just to get this book. Wait, no problem, because like I say, now they may be the only. Now I will say they're the only library that has a copy of Yumeko right now, but there is a solution. You can go to any library that's close to where you live. Yeah, if you're you might be by the one on the might be the close to the one that I'm near, because I'm down the street from a library on Hollywood, or you may be near the one on Greenwood Road, maybe further down Hollywood. Any library you're nearby that you want to go to instead. You can go to any of those libraries and put in a request. Hey, I heard Keaton Gabe talking about his book Yumeko, but it's all the way out there at that David Rain library. I don't want to go all the way out there. Can y'all go there? Can y'all please put me a request for that? No problem. They will put a request for you so you can get that book to check out, and then they like, hey, I like it, I want to buy it. So yeah, they will definitely do that. And one thing about it, the more requests that they get on this book, the more if a whole bunch of y'all that they go up there and decide like, hey, we want the book, and they only got that one book, guess what's gonna happen? They are gonna if so many of y'all request for that book, trust me, to meet y'all's request, they will order more books for the library. So definitely do that. Then now make sure y'all get to check it out, see what it's like, and then hey, we want to buy it now. More of y'all even want to buy it there. So do that. And then plus you're helping. You're not only supporting us by coming to buy the book, but you're also supporting the library too. Hey, because giving them more patrons, more activity there. So definitely do that. So you can check it out and then buy it. And so that's the announcement I mentioned with Yumeko in the library. Definitely put y'all request in, which I know is mostly for the people in the Shreveport area. But yeah, that's the thing. Hey, some of y'all outside of Shreveport might want to come out, may decide to come out just to check it out. Just saying. But anyway, so next announcement. This one involves EJ the Supreme. Oh, wait. Before we get to that, yeah, because that's okay. We talk about Yumeko in the library. So the other announcement is I just finished the second. I just finished the rough draft for Yumeko #2. So the second novel's rough draft is complete. Only thing I got to do is print it out, which I will. Like I say, it's again is May 13th. So I plan to get that printed out before the 17th. Well, actually before the 16th, because I plan because I'm gonna try to have it printed out and then have my proof ones that's gonna proofread it for me, which is basically Christina and my mother, for them to begin proofreading on it on the 16th. Or at least get it to them, and then they'll get the proofreading it. So yeah, so that's all I got to do on that end before it gets published. So yep, so there'll be that. So yeah, definitely more of a reason to get yourself the first novel before all the proofing is done and this book ends up being coming out to order there. That way y'all can have yourself caught up on the first Yumeko before the second one comes out. So yeah, so definitely catch up. If you ain't got it now, do it. Catch up on it now, because like I say, it won't be as it won't be long, like the Soul Stirrers say. No, it won't be. Trying to think, I can't think of that song. I know it's by the Soul Stirrers. That's probably before y'all. I think it's before my time probably, but only reason I know about it is because my big papa always listened to it in his truck, and I'd be in there when he'd be listening to it on his old tape cassette. Yeah. So yeah, second one will be sent off to be proofed on the 16th. So some point next month should be finished with the proof. Depends on how long it take. Like I say, just saying, my mom done. They also got to do other things too. Just putting that out there. So they have to work that around their schedule. So yeah, once they get it on the 16th, yeah, they when they can. I would say anytime next month should be finished with the proofing from both her and Christina, and be able to put the corrections in and all that, get it all fixed up for sending off to publish. And I would say we should be maybe a little before then, but I would say probably by July we should be looking at Yumeko 2 coming out. So yeah, be expecting that in July, or maybe a little earlier. Just all depends on how things go with the proofing. But yeah, no later than July it should be coming out. That's what I plan for, July 2024. So there's going to be that, and also now we'll get to and a little bit about Yumeko 2. A brief. Try not. I don't want to give anything away about the ending of it and all that. But like I say, it's definitely gonna be magical, and it's gonna be involving Hiko. So yeah. The first Yumeko book was Brownie to the Rescue. Had little things about Brownie and his friends, and Hiko and Samuel. They were looking for him and everything, and Brownie had to come to their rescue, and got to see a little bit of him and some of his friends at the firehouse, as well as the new fire recruit Emily. So now, second book, Hiko's magical time arises. So yeah, definitely gonna be some stuff. Excuse me, stuff going on with involving him, especially having to rescue his grandparents. So yeah, so there's gonna be that. And also, definitely want to make this known. Actually, I was talking with me and Case. We were talking and everything, and one thing, I kind of didn't understand it a moment, but she had to kind of explain it to me, and I definitely do appreciate it. But it took a while for me to understand what she was what she was saying. It took while, but like I say, I definitely appreciate her telling me that, as well as her patience there, because yeah, so I'm kind of like Goku. You know how Goku and DBZ say, like, when he thought being engaged meant getting something to eat. I thought being engaged meant to get something to eat. So you didn't. Yeah, but of course, Goku don't like to see anybody upset, and of course he still agreed to go once he found out what it meant. Yeah, of course, I'll marry you, Chi-Chi. Goku got love for it. Well, yeah, he may take him a while to get stuff, but he loves us. So same with me. I love y'all, but just know sometimes I don't get stuff right away. So anyway, what Casey pointed out was that about me giving credit to matter of fact, let me make sure I'm saying this right. Got the message there, which is like I say, definitely was some helpful information. Let's see. Okay, she said make sure you credit those who what you use in your book, so you don't get a copyright strike. Yeah, because trust me, a lot of us, even myself, have gotten that. Matter of fact, my Miracle Comics and some channels I've had before that have gotten copyright strikes, because I know. Now, of course, it was for different reasons, but yeah, it exists. Like the first YouTube channel, which is I think Mega Gabriel Johnson, whatever. But I remember we started Brownie Reactions on that channel first. There was some other things I did on that channel previously, like way back, but I still had it active, so we started doing reactions on it for Brownie and stuff. And after a while, there was some other stuff we did in live streams. I think that's what kind of got us the copyright strike. It was something in the live streams or something, or it may have been a reaction, but we got a copyright strike on that channel. Then, so I started a new channel, Brownie Brown, just for Brownie, and continued Brownie Reactions, and went smoothly and everything. But then eventually, eventually the I put it this way, the way we were doing the reactions then with my former co-writer, that kind of came to an end due to some stuff going on. And so we still were trying to continue it in a different way, in a different way, just still reacting to stuff. But then there was a copyright strike. So then it was like, okay, we're not going to do movie reactions anymore, because this is getting too risky. And I know a lot of movie reactors and reviewers still getting this, even ones that have been on doing it longer than I was, or have been getting it a lot now, but they still keep going. But like I say, yeah, my reason of I ain't gonna do it no more, because I wanted to get back to my books. and just focus with that. But at the same time, I went to try to do movie reaction. Well, actually, movie reviews. I'm sorry, movie reviews with Christina and that stuff. The Royal Talk, and along with still trying to work on my books. So that kind of did carry on for a while there. I say for about maybe a little, maybe close to 2 years. And then all of a sudden we got a copyright strike. Of all the movies we got a copyright strike on, it was The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. Of all the things to copyright strike us on, it was that one. And then of all things, it was just us talking about it. You know, we weren't even showing the movie or anything in the just like a blog pretty much. So yeah, that was really weird. There, no other movies have gotten this. No other movies that we reviewed just sitting here. Just we were sitting in the living room, just like I'm sitting here now. We're just sitting there like. So the movie was about this. There were no clips or nothing, and no other movies got this except for that one. So yeah, so that was why I started Miracle Universe here. And now I know there were a few reviews from back then that I did re-upload here under certain circumstances. But yeah, but as far as making any new reviews, we haven't done that. Yeah, we just pretty much here with the book. Only reviews that have come up on this channel is the toy reviews. And again, like I say, re-uploads of certain past reviews. It all depends on what it is and what the occasion was there. Like the Bumblebee thing. That was because I wanted to show you guys something that me and Casey had done, since we had that video with me and EJ the Supreme. So I wanted to hey, well, this is the video me and Casey did, which was Bumblebee review. And then another one that should be up now, that should be up by this point, that I did with Moonshire, aka Base Blade, with the review of Bad Guys, so you guys could see, me collabing with other people. Yeah. Well, that one was an audio review, but still, So yeah, that was so under those conditions. Yeah, and also the whole thing where I did talk about Operation Overdrive because of all the stuff I was saying about my Kroger Force Power Ranger, and I still plan to let y'all in, because there's some other Power Ranger fan series that I did do. So yeah, that's gonna be coming soon. Cause yeah, it's not. I've talked to you all about Kroger Force. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely be coming at y'all with other Power Ranger fan series that I did about what I put into them and stuff like that. But the only reason I did that review of Overdrive was because it reminded me of Kroger Force. So yeah, there was that. So like I say, yeah, anything as far as a review of something is going to be under certain conditions, like whether it's from the past. And if it's something current like Overdrive, yeah, you can guarantee there's a reason behind that links to something on this channel, like my fan series or about the books. Yeah, so yeah, that's the condition. Yeah, so letting you know that's if you're about to ask questions of well wait a minute, what about this? That's why. And like I say, and I guess anybody who's not seeing this video, or maybe watching it, maybe you're kind of confused about, because sometimes like I just said, sometimes it take me a while to get stuff, but hey, if you something that you're not getting from what I'm saying, hey, but let's say in a civilized manner, keep family friendly, and yeah, just ask your question, yeah. So and we will talk. we will talk and talk. So yeah, that's the conditions. Now going back to the message. Okay. So yeah, she was definitely saying like credit what you use so you don't get a copyright strike. and so I didn't get it at first. I was thinking, oh, you talking about my YouTube video or something? Which I mean, yeah, because that's the first thing I was thinking about. Like my previous channels and stuff. But she said mostly the books. So I asked her kind of explain that a little bit. I'm just just like so I can understand what you're saying there. so okay, so she explained it. She said credit. She said mainly just credit which things you used or referenced. If it's like for example, if it's related to Marvel or something like that, part of making a book. So okay, so yeah, definitely a useful thing. Previously, it's in videos I have mentioned about certain things going into my book or with certain characters that has or certain things that's happened to those characters in the books I'm in Yumeko, or maybe in past books that could possibly go into Yumeko. And like I say, sometime I would have and I have mentioned because so many I've made at this point. But I know I have mentioned some well, this was a reference to this and this and this from something that was from obviously something that was already made. I mean, let's be honest. There's a lot of things that I've watched that I've gotten inspiration from. So yeah, so that's what she was pointing out. Because I do, my big mouth, I do be talking about it. So yeah, it's out there in the air. And like I said, so yeah, she definitely said make sure you credit it. So yeah, anytime I mention something, just say, well, this was a reference to this from Spider-Man or something like that. Anytime I mention a reference, definitely credit to whoever that's being referenced. Now, just to make it clear, it's not saying that I'm going to have Spider-Man appear in my book, no, because that's a property of Marvel. So yeah, I ain't gonna be putting anything of theirs with unless of course I got permission from them to do it. Yeah, like I actually contact Marvel Studios or something, and they're like, yeah, but yeah, I ain't gonna do that without permission. No, no. But so credit where credit is due. But yeah. A reference, yeah, like people say, this inspired me to do hate that this example just came not the best example, but somebody said that the Oogie Loves movie wasn't the person who wrote the Oogie Loves was inspired by watching Tyler Perry's Madea films. So you're telling me that watching a Tyler Perry Madea film and the audience talking during the movie inspired you to make Oogie Loves? Okay, I'm not sure how that thought process went, but okay. I mean, at least at least there was credit given, I guess. No, Tyler Perry might not. I mean, yeah, appreciate you admitting that. So that's what Casey was meaning for me to do with my stuff. But I don't know if Tyler Perry would want to be deep down inside. I don't think he would be like. I don't know if I want to be. I don't want to exactly be a reference to something like Oogie Loves, the Teletubbies rejects. Oh, yeah. That's a scary thought. So yeah, but and a better example, because when I did get it, so yeah, hopefully any of you studios know it. I'm not taking your work or nothing. It's just like I say, like inspiration or reference is that sort of like how Darkwing Duck, he was inspired. The inspiration for Darkwing Duck came from 007. When the old DuckTales series, they wanted to do a 00 Duck series or like 007, but then Disney was like, no, we don't want to take no take because the company behind 007, whoever made that, we might get sued or something. So they changed it to Darkwing Duck. So that's how we got Darkwing Duck. So yep, and I definitely, especially when my characters are based off or inspired by certain people, I definitely do give credit for that. Like Star Striker being in it, having the likeness of EJ the Supreme, as well as Casey's characters that are in this book. So yep, yep. There was that bit of constructive criticism, and like I say, when any of y'all that get constructive criticism, especially if it's done right, because I know sometimes people will give constructive criticism, but sometimes they might have a bit of an ego about it, and or either say it in a mean spirited way. But if somebody's just being straightforward with you as a friend, just like I said, like Casey did, they just being real with you and they trying to help you out. Don't like I say, don't get mad at them. That's constructive criticism in a well-mannered, friendly way of just trying to help you out. Just like I say, like Casey, like Casey and other people that work with me. But yeah, especially like Kay, because like I say, I'm like a brother and a sister, pretty much like her little brother. So yeah, look it out for her little bro. So just like she did when we first met each other in school, was kind of was looking out for me on the schoolyard and stuff there. So like sort of kind of make me think of Seto Kaiba and Mokuba there. Oh yeah. Yep. There's that. Constructive criticism. So now we finally, video a little longer than I thought it was, but anyway, we finally get to EJ the Supreme. Yeah, this is what I gotta say about him now. EJ, you probably listen. You're like, oh boy, I gotta hear this. So, chances are he probably is already. Well, I'm gonna say it anyway. But he probably already knows about this by this point, because I'm probably gonna tell him before this video even comes up. There, so at this point he probably already knows, but he can hear it again. So we know his likeness is in Star Striker. We know Star Striker is actually going to be the third book. Yeah, Samuel is definitely going to become Star Striker in book 3 of Yumeko. Matter of fact, he even put up any of y'all that's seen the promo ad on his channel. Definitely make sure you check that out. Cause I think it's a short. Yeah, let me make sure it's a short there. The pilot of the Power Rangers. Okay, I almost got distracted there for a second. Yeah, you know how easily it is for us to get distracted, any of us, even myself. So, excuse me. Yeah, excuse me for a second there. Here it is.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E from the EJS channel, and I want to send a special shout out to my homie King Gabe, because he just published a book called Yumeko Novel 1, Brownie to the Rescue. In the description, I'll be sure to leave a link, and that way you can get in contact with my boy King Gabe, as well as subscribe to his YouTube channel. So be sure to do that. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And also, y'all stay in tune. Be notified not only on my channel, but as well as King Gabe's channel, because guess what? There's going to be some collaborations. Best believe that. And we're going to rock the world with this one here, baby.
Oh, yeah.
See y'all soon. Peace. Also, yours truly has a special connection with one of the characters in the story. Let's just say a star's about to strike. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah.
Be sure to like and subscribe, and shout out my boy King Game.
So you heard him. Yeah, star's about to strike. Yeah, you're gonna be striking in book number 3. Yes, book 3 of Yumeko. That's So the title. Just a little bit about that. The title of that book is going to be The Supreme Star Striker. sort of like I saw it because I was trying to think of a title for that. It took me a while to come up with one, but I was kind of bounced around with different title ideas. Then I thought about because I remember the first Star Trek comic I did, first one I ever did. The title of it was "The Strike of the Star." I think y'all could see that. And I remember, yeah, it got white letters on yellow. Yeah, one thing, and see that was one thing. Now I wasn't really able to. I mean, I could have, but it as I would have had to redo the interior. It is in the interior or something like that. But one thing I did take into account in my other books after this one, it was a constructive criticism from my mom. Like this, you see how you got black letters on the yellow. That was one thing my mom told me about. When you when I do like the art, like the pictures and stuff like that, pictures and lettering on the pictures, or anything like this. Make sure to put dark, especially like letters on the picture. Make sure to make you if you got light colors like yellow, put something like black or a dark color on it so it can show up better. Because at first on the cover, this was the first time I made this cover, it was in white letters, and you could see it just like you saw it on that page I showed you. But as this shows up better. So that was one thing my mom advised me for in her constructive criticism. She was kind of looked like I say, because just like Casey, she'd be keeping an eye on what be going on with these books, and kind of giving advice and tips, and sometimes even ways to different things about different story suggestions. Like there was one scene in the first Yumeko involving Granny and Big Papa where I mentioned that Big Papa jumped out the window to go after the bull. The golden buffalo that was in the yard. Now the reason I wrote it like that because the way the window that he jumped out of is kind of down low in him and Granny's den, and in my mind I was thinking he could probably easily walk out of there, but my mom was thinking in terms of it's a fantasy book, but even fantasy has a little reality in it. In anything fantasy, there's gonna be a little realism in it. Just saying. So with the little realism suggestion, my mom was like, "No, Gabe, cause Big Papa ain't gonna be climbing out no window. Nah, he gonna go out that patio door on out to the backyard." Yeah, especially. Yeah, so Gabe, no. Big Papa goes out the patio. So yeah, so that's where that. So yeah, when y'all reading, he go out the patio, but that's what it was before it got changed to that. That was another correction there. Sort of like how they have videos on YouTube like, did you know that originally in this scene of Avengers Endgame, thus and thus and thus was supposed to do thus and thus and thus and thus, but instead the writers didn't like the idea, so they changed it to thus and thus and thus and thus and thus. So yeah, we got a little change there. So okay, so now going back with like I mentioned about Star Striker. So yeah, originally the first Star Striker comic I just showed you called The Strike of the Star. Then I remember I'm not sure what the first time I wrote Star Striker, it wasn't published, but the first time I wrote Star Striker Target series, that's what it was called, in 2004. I can't remember what I titled that web version. So then but Heroes of Dreams. The first book of Heroes of Dream was called The Heroic Dream Begins, and Samuel became Star Striker, and then it went on from there. Yeah, right on target. Mind of the Sword introduced Target. Mind of the Swords of Honor, which introduced Sword Girl. Discovery from the Bubbles that introduced Bubblina, and the Mysterious Miracles of Salvation, which introduced Venom X. All 5 of them became the Dream League, and then book 6 entered the Dream League, of course, and so on and so on. So yeah, this one was called The Strike of the Star. That was the first. That was the first time Star Striker mentioned the phrase "I strike like a star." He had not mentioned that before in previous adaptations. So this was something that started in the Star Striker comics. With that said, one of the title ideas I thought about was, a couple of them. One was striking like a star, because that was actually something he said in Heroes of Dreams, when he did like this magical transformation from Samuel the Star Striker with the Hero Watch. So he would say, strike it like a star, Star Striker. So at first I was going to put that as a title. Another title idea I had was, okay, I wasn't going to, not the Strike of the Star, because that was already used, but say strike like a star. Just basically that. The idea for that title actually was a reference, giving credit to what I'm about to say, the reference to, was a reference to Static Shock, which that Static Shock was the inspiration for Star Striker way back in 2004. So it's because of Static Shock that I got inspired to make Star Striker, because like I say, when I first started watching Static Shock, I remember coming home from summer school when I watched it. The second time I went to summer school, but I wasn't depressed about it like I was the first time. Thanks to Casey, of course. Didn't like the fact I had to go, but I was like, okay, yeah, but you know, I'm gonna get out of high school there. So yeah, like I say, but when I came home from summer school, I remember coming there. I would change into this homemade Star Trek costume I made back then, and heat up some chicken nuggets and be watching Static Shock. And ironically, I had the same chicken nuggets I ate back then. So, so yeah. So the first episode of Static Shock was called "Shock to the System," and you know, Static always says, "I'll put a shock to your system." Static Shock. So, like I say, inspiration for Star Striker. All credit to DC Comics. So a reference to that first episode title, I thought of "Strike Like a Star," and I was gonna go with that at first, but then I thought about something else. I thought about Spider-Man, because we know a lot of people think of Static Shock as DC Comics version of Spider-Man. When you think about it, just imagine if they met up. I know they got, but yeah, just think if they met up, Spider-Man and Static, with all the witty banter and stuff. So, thinking of Spider-Man, any of you that have read Spider-Man comics, if you hadn't read Spider-Man comics, you probably are aware of some of the stuff that's come out in the the media, like on TV. You know, yeah, the animated Spider-Man series and other Spider-Man series, and then the live action movies and stuff. So if you are probably keeping up with more of the stuff you watch on the TV and the movies with Spider-Man, then you probably know about Mark Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. Yes, all credit to them, to Sony, of course, for that. So yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man and Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Andrew Garfield, and the comics, Spider-Man, a lot of time his comics were titled The Amazing Spider-Man, and of course you had series like Spectacular Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man and even Marvel Spider-Man. So, but Amazing Spider-Man was used in the very early comics before Spider-Man even came to the TV and all that. So I thought about that. I was like, and then I thought about my boy EJ the Supreme. Since Star Striker is going to have his likeness in it, and he's EJ the Supreme, I thought about how about Supreme Star Striker, because that would be something completely new and something very unexpected. So that's what the first. So that's what Yumeko Novel 3 is gonna be. That's why the title is gonna be Supreme Star Striker. And like I say, my boy EJ, he is aware about this. Matter of fact, he was like, man, that's cool. Yeah, let's do it. Supreme Star Striker. And he even mentioned that he hadn't really even really heard any superheroes that use that title Supreme there. So yeah, we good to go. Supreme Star Striker. So that's going to be the title of Yumeko 3. Thanks a little, like I say, inspiration from Static Shock. For the credit, for inspiring me to make Star Striker. And then years later, for the Supreme Star Striker title, credit to Amazing Spider-Man. So yeah, so yeah, there's that. So yeah, like I say, so thanks for those and credit for that inspiration. So a little bit of so yeah, Supreme Star Striker, and just a little bit about it, just a little bit, not too much. The first, I already got 2 chapters done for Supreme Star Striker, Yumeko Novel 3. And it's basically the first chapter. Star Striker actually it actually begins with Star Striker out fighting crime but not in Yumeko, in the real world. Yeah, he actually takes out some criminals in the real world, already in costume and everything. And comes in at the end of the chapter, he announces his name, Supreme Star Striker. So there's a little heads up there. So that's how that starts. And the second chapter is basically him telling Hiko and Julie and everybody about, like, hey, I'm gonna discussing about his superhero venture. He actually starts off with pretty much kind of like Batman style, like fighting. Batman used gadgets and hand-to-hand combat, pretty much like that, with little gadgets and stuff like that. But he's debating on whether he should be a gadget type hero or have some superpowers. And Hiko suggests, I think it's Hiko that suggests it. Let's see. Well, actually, Tim suggests that maybe why not have a little bit of both? You have powers and you could use gadgets sometime. That actually is kind of a reference to Static Shock as well. Credit to Static, because now we know Static mostly had the powers. Static Shock, he mostly had like his electrical powers and stuff, electromagnetism, and his friend Richie, who became Gear, mostly had the tech on him and stuff like that, and through gadgets and stuff. But Static has some gadgets as well. Not as many as Gear, but he did have a few that he had to rely on sometimes, like his tracers. Of course, I know Gear made those, but yeah, they had them tracers. They had the shock boxes that they communicated on, and also there were some times when like Static mentioned the little Romeo. When little Romeo's like, man, it must be pretty cool to have all that power. It's like unlimited. Not unlimited. If I get hit with water, I short out just like this light bulb. How did you get out? I just had to figure out some way to recharge myself. Sometimes this is the most powerful super weapon of all. So, yeah, and then of course, at the end of that episode, little Romeo used this up here to defeat their villain who had absorbed Static's power by hitting him with the sprinkler system. Yeah, well, you're all washed up. Damn. You took Static's power, but you also stole his weakness too. Yep. So that was that. So yeah, sometimes Static had to use gadgets. Sometime there, like when he got, I think he was up against a villain he was up against was Slipstreak. It was a dude that had wind power, and funny thing is this villain who had the wind power. He sounded just like, even looked a little bit like him. Sounded like Fat Albert. Hey, hey, hey! I'm gonna blow you away. It's like an evil Fat Albert. Oh boy, Fat Albert's evil cousin or evil twin brother. So yeah, just imagine an evil Fat Albert say, "Hey, hey, hey, Static! You got to get blown away. Hey, now I'm gonna have a good time, and you're gonna have a bad time." And actually, I remember the bullies in the Fat Albert live action movie like, "Nah, nah, nah, gonna have a bad time." Hey, you guys can't. That's our theme song. You can't sing it. Nah, hey, hey, hey. So yeah, evil Fat Albert had yes, he had blew Static, I think, like into some water or something, so he had shorted out. So how did Static recharge once he got dry? The zap cap. So yeah, that was something. That was an invention that was made for anytime he shorted, he could get a quick little charge on the go. I'm not sure exactly. I have to probably rewatch the series again. But I know, but I'm not sure exactly how many times he may have used the zap caps. But I do know he did. There were times he did have to use them now. So yeah, that's why he say a little bit of both, little gadgets, little powers. Yeah, go for it. So yeah, so that was a suggestion there. Best of both worlds. And yeah, they kind of talk a little bit more. Julie suggests that if Star Striker do get powers, which he will, you might want to make sure you practice being able to control your powers and stuff. This sort of hints at something a little bit later with Julie, because she mentions about how she had to practice to control her power. That's why she's an expert samurai and everything, because samurai training with sword training and stuff was what helped her learn focus and everything, to focus her psychic power, focus her psychic abilities and stuff. So now she's a psychic samurai. So yeah, there's that. And she even suggests that for Hiko, even even with his magical abilities, to kind of help him, even like I might think, Hiko seemed like he was fully in control of his magic powers. Well, yeah, it may be true, but he could have, but with some training and stuff, he could evolve his powers, So yeah, always room for improvement. Just like like I say, with the constructive criticism, that can help you improve. Like, why are you telling me this? I already know that. I don't need no weak advice on something I know. Just because you know it don't mean you can't improve it. Just saying. So I get it, and trust me, being in this business of writing books and just life in general, I get constructive criticism too from my my loved ones, and even just various other people that like, hey Gabe, I want to help you out, so yep, take it. if it's meant to help you and it's all for the good, yeah, take it there. So yeah, that's what's going on. The first two chapters, a little brief on that there. First two chapters of Yumeko the Supreme Star Striker. And Amazing Spider-Man. Credit to the reference and inspiration, or like the Spectacular Spider-Man. I even now I'm not saying I'm gonna do this. This was just something I imagined for fun. Like how they say, living on the edge by a crime spinning web, leave the buildings by surprise. Villains on the run, they can da. Spectacular Spider-Man, spectacular Spider-Man. So imagine that with imagine something similar. That like in a fan video. For Star Striker, the maybe because I do spectacular. Yeah, 4 syllables. Supreme got 2. So maybe they would say, he's the supreme Star Striker. He's the supreme Star Striker. He's the supreme Star Striker. Do 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 do. He's the supreme Star Striker. He's the supreme Star Striker. He's the supreme. So yeah. It may be something like that there. Say, don't get me started with a Darkwing Duck comparison. Star Striker, when there's trouble you call the Striker. Star Striker. So striking like a star. Yeah, like Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. So yeah, there's that. One thing I just want to mention. Yeah, I probably know this already. That's when I was mentioning about Spectacular Spider-Man. It just made me think of Spectacular Spider-Dre trailer that I put up. Fan trailer I put up here about Spider-Dre, which was my boy Andre at work. Our comedian at the store. When he I imagine him as a comedical version of Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Dre. sort of a light-hearted parody of Spider-Man. Not a mean-spirited one, because trust me, you got some people out here that make some parodies, but they don't. But yeah, it kind of is like either mean-spirited or cringing, kind of like Teen Titans Go. So yeah, a light-hearted, non-cringing parody of Spider-Man, Spider-Dre. So that I don't know if I would ever make that or not. I don't know, but that's but it's out. But it's an ideal that's out there. You never know. Spider-Dre. Because I think parodies do fall under fair use. But but right now focus with my Yumeko books as well as Christina Bubblina books. When she like, hey Gabe, I got my first one done, stuff like that. So so there's gonna be that. So that's quite a bit going on. Yeah, that's quite a bit in those announcements. Yeah, the first Yumeko at the library. The second novel is about to be sent in for proofreading in a few days, and now we already got the concept down for the third novel, the Star Striker Supreme. So far you got Yumeko Novel 1, Brownie to the Rescue. Number 2, Hiko's Magical Time Arises, and number 3, the Supreme Star Strikers. pretty much like a MCU, but with Yumeko. Sort of like how DuckTales sort of did their own kind of MCU in the 2017 series with the Disney Afternoon creations. All credit to them. Just like I say, I'm just saying, it's kind of similar, reference stuff like that. But yeah, all credit to them. So that's pretty much it. It was quite a bit there, but that's pretty much it. Like I said, honestly, I didn't mean for the video to carry on this long, but I guess I had more to say than I thought, But me, I get my big mouth going. Ain't no telling what all I might say. I'm gonna talk. As Terry McGinnis say in Batman Beyond. He say, when Bruce was telling him how to defeat Joker, he's like, got any suggestions, boss? Joker's vain and he likes to talk, so keep him distracted and power him out and power on through. Wait a minute, boss. I like to talk too. Yeah. So there was that. That's pretty much all I got for this video. Like I say, hope y'all enjoyed all the announcements I had to say and everything. And like I say, definitely like, share, subscribe. Get y'all some of these books, including Yumeko #1 that's out. Put you in an order for it, so I can get pre-order, so I can put y'all on the list when I order some more copies of these books, either this week or next week. Like I say, no later than the 23rd, I should be ordering books. Like I say, I want to say that I would be able to order them like 16 or the 17th. But it just all depends on what all I got. I gotta take care of some other stuff first. But once taken care of, no later than the 23rd, I should be making an order. If I don't be done made it this week, yeah, no later than the 23rd, I will definitely make orders for more books. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Go on, get your pre-order. That'll give y'all enough time to put in some pre-orders for that. You can also order some of my other books, like what I just showed y'all with Star Striker, Bubblina, and the Yumeko comic, all that. Put y'all some orders for some of these other books too. And also, definitely special thanks and support us on that Patreon, just like your boy EJ the Supreme, Star Striker Supreme. And also, once again, shout outs to Miss Phyllis Green, Mother, and also Keon Smith. Better get some of them buffalo wings. and also King, Brother Arthur William of King's Turkey Legs and Wings, and he also got some ribs and potato salad and all that. So he got potato salad, the mac and cheese, the chicken Alfredo, all that good stuff. Probably some other stuff that he may, maybe some other stuff that he didn't mention that he may have added to the menu. You never know, but you'll find out if he has. You'll find out when you get there. But even if not, hey, you know the other stuff. You at least know the other stuff that he do have. You know, turkey leg, turkey wing, ribs, chicken Alfredo, potato salad, mac and cheese, all that good stuff. Yeah, you know, lick your lips. Yeah, go lick your lips. It's good. you know you want to do it. Lick your lips. So, as I said that, and what y'all still looking at me for? Go get y'all plates. go get your plate right now. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Take care, everybody.